You know what? You know what? You know what?
Tonight on Hipstar Tonight, now available on iTunes. Purchases now online at hipstar.ca. The original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. Please send your contributions to the Heart and Soul Foundation. It is tonight on Hipstar Tonight.
Don't you know?
The sugar the daddy, Mr. Long to break it down. Ladies, step to me for a real neat treat. And if you don't want to call me Long, you can...
I mean, happy Thursday that you got over in your colon. April 6th. 2017 today and all that tonight on Hipstar Tonight. How you doing? Are you cynical free? Are you kind of bitter?
Could you be a little more enthusiastic when you open the program? You sound like shit.
I know. The most I've been getting is that I'm just so fucking like excited. I'm like, hey Jay, what's the deal with it? And I sound like some fucking ornery kid. Nobody wants to listen to that shit. And
I know you always got this self-consciousness of you sounding like a radio DJ.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's what you went to broadcasting school for, is to be like an goofy AM morning radio show host.
Yeah, but times have changed. We've all moved on. Nobody fucking sounds like that anymore. Like, dude, like, that's the thing with podcasts now. The most listened to podcast, the hosts sound like they're just getting out of bed. Like, they could care less. Like, it's cool to be like, you're putting no effort into it. So, I guess, that makes up for my terrible production value.
What do you think about when you know that you're going on the air? Like, what do you think about? What goes through your mind?
Getting it over with.
You got topics. Oh, that's it. You're that nervous. Like, a lot of people don't realize that. You're a nervous wreck a lot of times to do this.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with my shows, though. I'm just always neurotic and frantic. I don't know. I didn't tell you about the comedy girlfriend. Remember, like, a week ago when I was all like, Jay, I'm in love. I'm having so much fun, right? Of course, obviously, you can predict that after a week that's not going the same. And the reason why we got along so well is because we're both neurotic messes, and I finally understood it. Like, she would just get fucking angry for no reason. For the first time in my life, I had patience. I put up with her shit. Like, she would flip out for the silliest things, and but I would just breathe it off. And I'm like, honey, I understand you now, you know? And we got in such a big fucking fight, because I was embarrassed that she got me, like, half quarter, and I had smoked it all in, like, 2 days, and she's like, how could you do that? I got you in, and she flipped, because I flipped, and then all it takes is a small little argument, and then suddenly, like, I don't want to see you anymore, so we hate our guts now, and now suddenly her roommate, that they were always close friends, like, Abby fucking freaked out on her roommate, like, probably under the tension she is with me, and just flipped on her, and she's just so fucking cynical and bitter, and she is the definition of gaslighting. So, shout outs to the roommate who's putting up with this shit and got her shit out in a night. Like, she moved out in a night, and here I am just patient for 3 weeks putting up with her fucking arguments, and, all it took was a night to get out of that bitch's hair, so I fucking should have saw that coming, I don't know. I still miss Abby. I miss her a lot, but she's sick. She's unwell right now, and what helped both of us is that we could have helped each other, but we'll never realize that. So, I'm over it. Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, well, everybody in the neighborhood knew that that wasn't going to work out between you and Abby. And
it was the poll. Personally, the poll on hipstar.ca favored the side of it not working out, as most of my fans don't want to see anything work out for me. So, fuck them.
It makes me question, with it being WrestleMania this past weekend, and this is why the shows are running late, because I couldn't get back into the country quick enough to do the shows.
Yeah, man, it's bullshit.
Which is something that I didn't really get to address earlier on in the week, is why I'm bringing it up now. But thinking about things like WrestleMania and recently with our former friend, I say former because he doesn't know who we are, but he is now bumped up and moved to, the big show.
Yeah, he has. SmackDown. Yeah. It's
now, it makes me wonder, like, if you sit, like, take yourself out of the picture. I mean, you're an Ontario independent wrestler.
Okay.
Now, I'm just saying, take yourself out of the picture and take the five biggest names in Ontario.
Okay.
Okay?
Me.
Now, this is something that, Yeah, like Ron brought this up to me before he went to the big show, and he's right. Like, you take the 5 biggest names in Ontario and you sit them in one room and you put one WWE contract in front of them and see how close those friends are going to be and what would you do to get that contract. And I think that's what you're missing now is the killer instinct. Like, you are so distracted by the things like Abby and how things should be that you just don't have that killer instinct to get yourself to the next level, like what you should have. I blame distractions. I blame drugs. I blame immaturity. I blame so much because really when you think about, you know, guys like Neville should never be on the big show when you could do those things. But the drugs, the womenizing, all of these things are kind of holding you back.
Yeah, I've always been.
And while they're holding you back, the fucking other workers are passing you and getting jobs at the big show. And like, I think, you know, what do you think? Do you think it's you got a mental condition?
You know, and I'm kind of grateful for that because, you know, Jay, you know, I would never be able to put up with monthly drug tests. I would go crazy. So, I mean, I would never.
But then again, you'd be out of Parkdale.
I would. I'd have a steady paycheck. I would be on the road so much I wouldn't be wasting it, and it would be grateful. But, you know, like, I don't know, I never really wanted that life. I wanted the life of, like, small, minor stardom. I think I know that because I don't need to blow up. I don't need to get big, you know. My ideal job is I want to be, I write jokes for a guy that you never know I write jokes for. I want to turn on like a Netflix special and be like, hey, you hear that joke right there? Yeah, I wrote that. I want to be that guy.
Oh, that's so stupid.
I want to be behind the scenes.
Don't make any money.
I'm not greedy, all right? I don't fucking want to be the face of anything. I just want to be doing what I love, and I want to be behind the scenes. I don't want to get too much credit for it.
But if you're that talented, hip star, if you're a guy that can go on a game show, if you're a guy that can wrestle, if you know, a guy that could sell an 8x10, then you should not be behind the scenes. You're not Bill Barons.
Yeah.
You should be, hip stars, I gotta guess, like a worker. And, you know,
Fair enough.
I think because of your self-consciousness and because you've gone in the wrong direction, that guys like RJ City have stolen your gimmick. They're now the cynical crafters.
And how's he doing it with it? Yeah, he's got a job for, like, another couple months. Like, dude, I don't want some fucking job where CBC is gonna be writing me fucking shitty jokes that were cool 5 years ago. I don't want that.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
We're doing our own thing.
We're sitting on a podcast, okay.
And we've created ourselves, we promoted ourselves, and this is what we're doing now. I'm fucking happy with that, because I got my creative control. I don't have a booker telling me, like, no, I need you to act like a cat, and I need you to go to put this guy over in 4 minutes.
I'm going to tell you this now. I've signed with the show to finish it out for the rest of the year with you here on iTunes. I need this show to go somewhere. I can't be held down by doing a show where we're just spitting out daily shows, and by the end of the year we've got nothing.
Yeah,
because you lack the intestinal fortitude to get. Yeah. You know, I need to be on Live 88.5 or something. I need to be on one of the independent stations once we're done with this.
Fair enough. That's why we got a big announcement coming up in the summer. That'll actually make you pretty happy, but I still gotta hang on to it. So, big announcement coming for the summer. So, like, hopefully that'll get Jay's hopes up. We have had a lot of people asking about this underground wrestling league, and I am in contact with this guy, or at least Cody Midnight is in.
Okay.
So we got an email back. So listen to this, Jay. This is fucking fucked, man. Okay, here. Hey, buddy, here's some information about what we run. It's a show in front of a small crowd of about 50 people. We host it in a building in the back of a house in Cabbagetown. It's classified as underground because it's not open to the public. There's nothing illegal about the wrestling. There are no cameras, videos. It's just a show. You get paid $100 for the match and an extra $100 if you win. There are about 5 matches at each show, so the odd time you might get offered 2 matches. We will also sometimes add tag matches, gauntlet matches, etc. You would get matched up with another guy to give a good match. It's competitive promission wrestling, which is a combination of pro style and submission wrestling. It's not for sex or injuries. There is a ref in the ring, and it's kept safe. You and the other guy will wrestle for a real pinfall in the ring. It's a good ring setup with good padding, etc. You have to wrestle in trunks. We have about 200 pairs of gear, so you can borrow some if you have none. We also offer each new wrestler a training session to provide you with basic moves and holds, as well as at least one good finishing move that you can use in the ring. In summary, we're looking for guys who just like to win, and will try to wrestle to win, but only one guy can win a match, and it's a way to make some extra cash. Wow, this guy, who is this guy? Is this like a gator that's my age?
Yeah, it's gotta make you wonder that they're doing a audience of 50. Now, I don't know if this is a paid admission audience.
And he doesn't promote at all. Like, he doesn't want any cameras, videos, any promotion of the shows.
Like, the workers are getting paid $100 to $200, and they bring out a rack of gimmicks that you have to wear their tights?
Yeah, right?
Like, it seems like they're spending money for guys to be there to wear their gimmicks. The show's kept secret.
Well, that's what the fetish promoters do. And seems like that he's denying that this is fetish wrestling, though it's completely kept secret. We wear trunks and only trunks, but it's all the fetish is the competition. Like, it's almost
like the chicks are out there for custom matches where they give you the finish, they tell you what to do. Like, I remember like my ex-wife Sylvie Silver used to get requests for these custom matches where the perverts would want like you to tickle, like, like say it was like Jules Malone or something. Yeah, they would want you to tickle their feet.
Yeah, a lot of shit with feet is usually involved, and I've done this to make some quick cash. Like, usually it's just a one-on-one. A client pays you $200 an hour. You are based on overpowering him, and you got to put him in a lot of leg locks. I've had a guy that his request is he wanted to be gas pedaled. Like, he just wanted the pressure on his groin. Like, no, nothing else. And like,
ooh.
And I agreed to that because he fed me.
Is that why you had tomato paste on your face last week?
No, I do that because I like it. I'm in a weird shit myself, so it has nothing to do with my clients. But am meeting this underground guy on Friday, so stay tuned. I'll have an update next week on Monday to see how the fuck that goes. So this just seems weird, man. Like, he's going to train us to be competitive wrestlers, but we're still going to get a finishing move. Man, like,
I think you're going to get a blowjob out of it. It just seems very sad. Like, my wrestling fathers would be furious.
Yeah, I'm doing this, selling my body.
Have they known that you're doing stuff like this? And especially when we're making podcasts out of it, that's not what the business is about.
No. But I think that is also a portrayal on how nobody likes to move on, and that wrestling has evolved and has gotten to different fucking platforms, in which case, wrestling only intrigues the perverts nowadays. That's our fans, the kids who don't know any better, and the parents who have to buy that shit, and the perverts. Like, that's what wrestling intrigues now.
Has wrestling killed you? I mean, I think
right,
like a lot of us said
it was so fucking corrupt for that to be my first taste of show business, and to be 16, 15 when it happened. Like, it fucked with my fucking entire person. In fact, it affected me. I'm fucked because of it. So
yeah, you're totally fucked.
Well, what else are you
totally
gonna do?
Not healthy.
No. But our insider Pierre Doucette of TOHST has also give us the which we're going to touch on tomorrow, about all these fucking schmucks doing these pro wrestling tees websites and whatamaneuver.net. These guys are slimy, man. Yeah. So like, I think the rest of our show is us, opening your eyes and making sure that you can avoid these fucking schmucks. So you got to do that.
Well, why? They're just selling shirts. Or we're doing the same thing over at 1-800-EATINGCOMIC.com, the original 1-800-EATINGCOMIC.com.
Yeah, but we're not banking off somebody else's success. Like, all these websites have, like, Farewell, Undertaker, R.I.P., and they're not even endorsed by the company. Yeah. They're just doing it because it's a good time to sell them.
But
shame on you.
If you had any fucking brains, like, you would have done something when the WWE came to Regal Coliseum. In other words, you would have gotten 8x10s, walked out on the sidewalk where the scalpers walk, and sit on the fucking ground with your black and white photos for sale. Mm-hmm. And that's how you would make money in the city. The fact that you're dying in the city because you're judging somebody selling some fucking unlicensed Undertaker shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't the first time that this has happened.
We're going to have more on the issue, okay? People are schmucks, but it doesn't mean you have to be schmucky. Drink some water and get a lot of fruits and vegetables in, because we need it more of that This
1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK, the original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com.
And it's tonight on a happy Thursday.